All right, just documenting these figs that I am starting. It is placed on a mat. The mat has a probe that is placed down in here, about the middle of the pot. It's set at 75 degrees at the middle of the pot. When I fill this and when I use the temperature gauge, it's about 80 degrees. So that's good. The heat is transferring from here into the pot well enough through the plastic tote. I'm going to be bottom watering these. All of them I put the paraffin wax on top of all of these varieties of figs. And I also put on root hormone, the liquid Clonex root hormone at the bottom. I just dipped them in. I didn't score them or slice them or anything. I just dipped it in and then planted it in this. Now, this is a mixture, Laguna Hills Nursery potting mix. The only difference is I was using some volcanic rock in there, but you can tell it's really airy, meaning it has a lot of space for air to go through, and the surface on these is pretty much dry. It gets a little bit more moist as it goes down to the bottom, but as I lift these out of here, they actually feel pretty darn heavy. So I'm not going to worry about water too much on the surface. I started these on the 13th. It is currently the 16th. And here we have 16 varieties, 8 there on this tote. These were all ordered from Profig. You can see the soil is really loose. It has 30% volcanic rock, 30% peat moss, 20% perlite, and like 10% sand. And then it also has like 5 or 10% charcoal that's mixed in there. The charcoal won't necessarily be beneficial right now, but this is the mix that I want to use when I up pot them. I found that made a potting mix that was just perlite and peat moss. They started pretty good, but when I would up pot them, the bigger pots were not very heavy and they would topple over just because they were top heavy. So I'm trying to start them in this so that they are more used to growing in this type of potting mix. And I just put this top over it just to kind of shield or decrease or keep the moisture in this environment so it doesn't evaporate too much, because I only have like 20% humidity here. All right, let's go to the next one. But what I intend to do here in the next week, I'm kind of setting these and forgetting about them a little bit, but in the next week, because if you look at these, look at how dry the tops look. Okay, if I move the soil a little bit out of the way, it's semi-moist, but it's really not that moist. It's pretty darn dry. And only being a couple days in, it still has a good amount of weight. So I don't want to move them around too much. I'm going to wait a couple of weeks, but I thought I would update you all on this video and just show you what I have going on. This is a yellow long neck. I don't know if this will work with 3 parts, but it doesn't matter. I have so many yellow long neck cuttings. It should work fine. Oh, the other thing, you might notice these do not have a wrapping on it because they, my understanding is, are completely sealed. Also, this is a partridge eye. It is a green cutting. This one also is an I-258. It also is a green cutting. I thought I'd throw it in the mix and try it out. I didn't lose all of the leaves on the cuttings that I took from my trees, which is a couple of these varieties back here and over here. And I just cut them off and stuck them in the soil. I'm just going to give it a go. I have nothing to lose. I already have the trees working out pretty good, but yep, there's a little bit of soil in there. Just going to keep my eye on it and fill it up to 1 inch down in here with some gnat controlling stuff, as long as it's on this heat mat, in 2 weeks. And then hopefully I'll get a lot higher percentage of success in these figs. 20 or 130 last year. And this year, so far I'm doing 32. So I'll probably do more later on, but right now this is a good little start. I want to get them started so that they can grow during the winter. And I have a new light that I just got for my citrus trees, so I'll put them under that if they leaf out. It is January 15th. Here I am a couple months later with these same figs that I potted in November. and most of them are growing. I've replaced 1 or 2 of them from my December growth, and this is a shoddy thing, but right here, these 3 just all of a sudden started to die a couple of days ago, and I was like, oh shoot, maybe I just didn't water enough. Well, I think it's true. I think that I should have changed my watering. I was doing it every 2 weeks, but now I'm changing these 2-month-old cuttings to water every week. But if I pull up on this, there are roots in there, so it is definitely rooted. So if anybody's like, oh, they just weren't rooted, bull bumblebee tuna, those guys are rooted. So I'm going to keep them there and hope that the shock is temporary, that they will be able to grow. But I've had all 30 of these root. So root and grow leaves. I think, no, that's not true. I think one of them didn't end up growing. So, which, I mean, that's a really good success rate for this. I have them under this UV light. I'll post another video about how I have this whole thing set up. But for the most part, they're not growing a boatload. They're growing a little bit. There's some good green on them. And as long as they're growing, I'm happy. There is one other thing that happened, and probably the reason why these died. I took the probe for my temperature gauge, and I had it in there, but I think it curled up and it was set at 78 degrees. So the heat mat was actually almost 100 degrees. This heat mat was when I did my thermal temperature. So I've changed it now, and this is probably why those 3 died, and maybe have shocked some of the others. I've changed it so that the probe is underneath this plastic, and I set the temperature at 78 degrees. So I'm fine that they will hold their temperature better. The upside to having it underneath this plastic tote is because I'm bottom watering. So I'm every 2 weeks putting water down there. I'm doing about 2,000 milliliters. I think with these this last week, I did 3,000 milliliters. So yes, are those toast? Maybe, maybe not, I don't know, but we'll see if they can grow. But if they do grow, then I'm at 100% success rate this year. And it's all because I think I use this inert media that I described earlier in the video. I'm going to make another video on how I prepare and pot all of my fig cuttings. And I currently have, just so all of you know, I have these 3 totes. I have some very expensive varieties that are right there. I have those 3 totes, those 3 totes, and those 3 totes. These I just barely started 2 weeks ago. These were this last month. And also these, except this one, I planted this last week. Thumbs up to Chris in Texas. He sent me all of these cuttings. So awesome. I'm so excited for a lot of these varieties. Some of them I haven't even heard about, but I'm giving them a go. I do have some Montenegro Ramadas. I love the Montenegro Ramadas, but I'm really excited for the green Michuriska. I don't even know how to pronounce it, something like that. And then I have a bunch of other varieties that I don't even know how to pronounce that I'm excited to grow. So all of them seem to be growing really good. And oh, also, random note, I know I always have to give you a random thing. Look at that. That's my pomegranate. Pomegranate cutting is already starting to leaf out before the fig starts. There's a little bit of growth on these figs, but I thought I'd try and experiment with the Parfianca pomegranate, see if I can get some of those guys growing along with all these figs, because I just want different varieties and see what I can grow. All right, hope this video was informative and beneficial for you. Please look out for my next video that I'll be posting about this whole entire citrus scene and this little room build that I did with growing figs. All right, party on, people. Peace.